La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la.
طعم الدنيا اتغير، فرحة قلبي بتكبر.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. أيها الأحباء، أرحب بكم إلى هذه البرنامج بتحية إسلامية مباركة، التحية الذي بدايته السلام ووسطه الرحمة وآخره بركة، قائلا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Distinguished brothers and sisters in Islam, you are welcome to yet another wonderful edition of your darling program as we bring to your listening and viewing pleasure Islam, My Faith, Islam. This program is a program where we interact with ourselves and will give us the opportunity to call on the show, answer very simple questions and win our prize. But before we start opening our lines, inshallah, as usual, we are going to nourish our soul with a brief lecture, inshallah, biqudratillah. And inshallah today, just like you have seen, I'm not alone on the show. I'm here with a guest, my very good brother and Ustad and Sheikh Muhammad Awwal Oladimeji Ibrahim. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, today we are going to be discussing about the Huswatun Hasana, the best of behavior. We know that the prophetic hadith which says, Bu'istu li'utammima husnul ahlak. I mean, ahlak al-hasan, Huswatul Hasan. I mean, the best of behaviors that is expected of Muslims. Like we're in the holy month now, we know that there are certain minimum behavior that we're expected to conduct ourselves with or by. So inshallah today, my guest inshallah is going to be talking about this akhlaq that we're talking about. What is the base? What is the minimum requirement? What is the akhlaq requirement of a good Muslim? How is a Muslim supposed to behave, especially in this kind of society that we find ourselves, especially in this kind of month that we find ourselves? Inshallah, I'm going to be leaving my brother, my Sheikh Ustaz Muhammad Awwal Ibrahim Oladimeji, Amir Barakatullah, Muslim Society of Nigeria. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursaleen, Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammad, Sayyidul Awwalin wal Akhirin, wa ala alihi wa sahabihi wa man tabi'ahu ila an yarithallahu al-arda wa man alayha wa huwa khairul warithin. Alhamdulillah, I am short of words. I can't even estimate my level of happiness and the level of for me to show how honored I am for me to be here, to be part of the show today. Once again, to the Muslim brothers and sisters watching us, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Concerning the question in which my able presenter just asked me, or what we are to discuss a little about, concerning al-akhlaq, what is al-akhlaq? Al-akhlaq, the language meaning, let me refer it to in a way whereby the closest meaning to us, in order to bring us more closer into the explanations and whatever that encompasses the meaning of akhlaq. What is being closest to us about the meaning is what we call character. Character. Al-akhlaq. Character. If we want to talk about akhlaq, this is about character. Being a Muslim, what are the expectancies? What we should be expecting from you? Oh, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam one of the teachings in which we heard from about him or from him was that he was one of the biggest or the role model for every Muslim, in which we can see as, yes, the person we can follow. With his characters, we can see that, yes, he is a noble one, he is an humble one, he is just so perfect in terms of defining what character is. The Rasulullah is enough to define it in person. So what are the things in which we just need to look at? Firstly, our mode of interaction between each other, between your neighbors, your families, the husband to the wife to the husband. How have you been relating with each other? What are the characters in which you've been exhibiting for every person around you, for them to see that, yes, indeed, this is a real Muslim? And if you don't forget, one of the attributes in which Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used in explaining the Rasulullah to us, in making us know who he is, was that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Surah An-Nun, Ba'da al-Isti'a wal Basmala, it says, Nun wal qalam wa ma yasturun, ma anta bi ni'mati rabbika bi majnun, wa innaka la'ala khulqin azim, if I'm quoting correctly. So what I want to, from that ayah, the last ayah being quoted, wa innaka la'ala khulqin azim, this ayah, it defines everything. For Allah to have stated in the whole Quran that, yes, you Muhammad, wa innaka, indeed you Muhammad, la'ala khulqin azim, you are one of the best. You are one of, for somebody to have attained the position of Al-Uliya, the highest level, the apex level of character in being noble. That is what Allah is defining Rasulullah with. So, based, in short, just for me to, because of the time, so what I will just want to conclude my little lecture with is that the Rasulullah is enough for us to see as a role model in defining our characters. What are the characters that we have learned so far? What are the characters that we have imbibed from the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? With the way he relates with his families, the way he relates with his wives, the way he has been teaching the wives in relating with their husbands, and everything that encompasses being a good Muslim. Thank you very much.
Alhamdulillah, Jazakumullah khairan, brother Ibrahim Oladimeji. He has been talking about the best of character, exhibiting the best of characters as Muslim, and alhamdulillah, we have quite gained a lot from what he has said, and he has also alluded to the Quranic verses where Almighty Allah was extolling the virtues of the Prophet to be one of the best of mankind in terms of character and even in terms of every other thing. Inshallah, it is 5:25, and inshallah, just like while we continue the program, we are going to open our lines for you to call on, so that inshallah you ask your questions, and inshallah if you are able to win on this show, inshallah we'll give you your prizes. Inshallah, the phone number to call today is 070 5788 0246, 070 5788 0246, 070-5788-0246. For those of you that are live on Instagram now, you are going to be seeing it pinned on your screen. So inshallah, we are expecting your call. So inshallah, while we expect your call, inshallah, I'm going to be interfacing with my very good brother Ibrahim Oladimeji. Now, Ya Sheikh, I want to ask a question. Wherever a Muslim finds himself, in a kind of society or in a place, in a street, in a place of work, do you think this husnul akhlaq that we are talking about, do you think a Muslim should always exhibit it so much so that members of that community, members of that workplace will be able to pick lessons from him? Do you think that is the way it is, or you feel a Muslim should be in a place, he should be free to behave the way he likes and to the consternation of non-Muslims?
Oh, thank you very much. One of the qualities in which every Muslim must have is having a good character. being somebody who somebody who people will be referring to, like, yeah, if you want to know what Islam is all about, go and see this person. For example, for him to be called, if you really want to define good character of a Muslim, go and see Muhammad al-Bashir and study him. Then you can know what truly good character of being a Muslim is all about. So that is just it. For every Muslim, having good character is one of the essential and the biggest qualities we must have. Thank you.
So alhamdulillah, thank you. Thank you, brother Ibrahim. Also, I wanted to ask you that now that we are in the holy month of Ramadan, do you think the way which Muslims behave, do you think it should change? The way we approach people, the way we talk to people, the way we conduct ourselves wherever we find ourselves in this month, do you think it should be any different from ordinary day, just any day?
Ramadan is here to curb all those bad of our characters, the bad sides of our characters. With Ramadan, listening to lectures here and there, even everybody can feel it that yes, indeed, in this holy month, I should be able to know how to talk to my fellow Muslim brothers and sisters. Indeed, in this holy month, I should be able to know how I should be relating with everybody. In which, after Ramadan, that same character in which we've been trying to exhibit in Ramadan should be the one we should continue with as a good Muslim.
That is quite interesting, brother Ibrahim. Okay, thank you very much on that. Also, still on the topic. Now, when a Muslim, when it comes to in terms of the relationship of a Muslim with his Lord, how do you think the relationship of a typical Muslim? What are those things a typical Muslim should exhibit when he feels that he's with his Lord, the God is seeing him? What should be between a human being and Allah? What should be the kind of relationship? How would it look like, our relationship with Almighty Allah?
I will be referring us to the second hadith of An-Nawawi's collection, which says, and as I quote, so when the Rasulullah was being asked about Al-Ihsan by Jibreel, so he said, Al-Ihsan an ta'budallaha ka'annaka tarahu, fa in lam takun tarahu fa innahu yaraka. Definitely, for you to be a good Muslim, or to be able to exhibit the apex level of Al-Ihsan, the best in everything, the best of everything, Al-Ihsan, the good of everything, the best side of everything, that is Al-Ihsan. And for you to have been to practice what Ihsan means, Rasulullah said, Anta'budallaha is for you to worship Allah ka'annaka tarahu, as if you were seeing him physically. Fa in lam takun tarahu, and if you are the type of which your stage of Iman is still on the level of, okay, definitely I believe I can't see Allah, fa innahu yaraka, then you should remember that Allah is always physically seeing you. In everything you do, Allah is your witness. That is it.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Thank you very much, Brother Ibrahim. Distinguished viewers, inshallah, like I said earlier, the lines are open. The phone number to call today, inshallah, is 0705-788-0246. Inshallah, you call in, inshallah. We are going to be here to receive your call, and we are here to give you your prizes, inshallah, in case you are able to answer our questions correctly. So, Brother Ibrahim, on this show, we've discussed quite a number of topics ranging from the health benefits of Ramadan, the sinful, the sins of the tongue. We've also discussed topics like how to build our piety in Islam and how to increase our Iman, and even we have talked about patience. We have talked about charity, how to give charity in Islam. So, Brother Ibrahim, I want you to tell us your opinion, your views about what kind of. I want you to tell us your opinion about this month of Ramadan. How best can Muslims make use of the opportunity that Ramadan brings? How best can we make use of it so much so that when it leaves us, we will have been able to gain a lot in terms of our spiritual upbringing. So please, inshallah, I would like to have a reflection on it.
Ramadan is here, and for every Muslim, let me say, for the sake of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was for Allah to have blessed us with this holy month. It's more or less like an opportunity for us to, the things, the ways in which we are being used to, in which we ourselves, due to our environment, due to everything that surrounds us, and the daily activities and everything that we've been engaging ourselves upon. So, in which we ourselves know that there are some things that are questionable within our iman, within us. That there are some things, surely these that I've been going through, but I have been in a state of having no choice other than to just play by the rules in the name of our daily activities, in the name of living, in the name of our daily living and the cost and everything that surrounds us. So with that, I should just say, for every Muslim, Ramadan should be like an opportunity for you to wash away your sins. Ramadan should be an opportunity for you to move closer, to be more closer to Allah. Ramadan should be like for every Muslim as an opportunity for you to define your spiritual abilities, for you to bring up what Allah has indeed endowed you with in terms of worshipping, in terms of doing everything that Allah has always wished for us to do. So that is it.
Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah khairan.
You're welcome, my
Brother
brother.
Ibrahim. That was quite an insightful talk we've been having with Brother Ibrahim. And inshallah, in case you are just joining us, this is My Faith Islam. As usual, we are here for you, and inshallah, we've been discussing with Brother Ibrahim Oladimeji on the characters of the Muslims, the best of characters that a Muslim should always portray. And inshallah, Brother Ibrahim has taken us on how a Muslim is expected to behave or conduct him or herself wherever he finds herself. Now, he also made us realize some of those things we expect, some of those characters we expect to relish between our parents. Alright, brother, inshallah, Brother Ibrahim, once again, I would like you to talk about our relationship, Muslim relationship with his immediate family. Not members of the outside, but immediate family in the house of a Muslim. How, what kind of character, what kind of akhlaq do you think a Muslim should relish within his own home?
For all of us, as I have said earlier, the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is enough for us to be a role model. So we should always place him before us, just to know, okay, what the Rasulullah has done on cases like this. What are the issues by which Rasulullah has made us know that, okay, for every Muslim, this is the way you should treat your wife. For every husband, let your wife, let them see the sweetness, the happiness, the real, let me say, the mudud. I don't know how to classify it. So let them have the taste of goodness of Islam from your characters. You should be somebody who they can relate with. How can an husband be, and the wives will, be in a state of, a state of being panic every time just for them to move closer to him? Of what characters will such husband display to those wives? So if they are more than one, and for every father, to your children, you should know how to behave to them. Let them see the beauty of Islam through you. To your families, to your immediate families, let them see the beauty of Islam through you. To your immediate brothers and sisters, to your fellow Muslim brothers and sisters, let them see the real beauty of Islam through your characters. Be friendly. Be a friendly type. Be a friendly man. Be an accommodating person. Islam is an accommodating religion that deals with everything that surrounds humanity. So you should be the one that will be exhibiting those characters, where people will be referring to you what Islam really means in character. Thank you very much.
Yes, Brother Ibrahim, one of our viewers online, Prince Hafisto, has asked me to ask you a question, and he said I should ask you what should be the characteristics, what should be the behavior of a Muslim to a non-Muslim. How is a Muslim expected to conduct himself? What should be the relationship between a Muslim and a non-Muslim? How are we supposed? What are the behaviors? Prince Hafisto is watching, and inshallah he wants you to.
Yeah, for Prince Hafisto, let me just remind him of how the Rasulullah has been conducting the political activities in Medina when they arrived to Medina. How the Rasulullah has made every citizen of Medina to realize the beauty of Islam through its characters. I mean the non-Muslims. So for him to have, there should be the only thing in which you must only maintain with them, because there are certain method in which you should know in applying in exhibiting those characters with them. So one is that maintain friends with them, be friends with them, but that friendship, there should be there should be a limitation to it. So it should not be like, okay, since we've heard that we should be friends with the non-Muslims, then if he said if I'm being invited to his church, I should not be denying him that invitation, that I should be able to follow him then. So with that is not what we are talking about. Relate with them. Let them see the beauty of Islam through your character. So with your character, they will say, so this is how beautiful Islam is. So definitely Muslims are the best of the best of the best of creations of Allah on earth. So that is what you should let them know. Relate with them. Be friends with them. You can even just share things with each other. Let them, the best of what you can exhibit to them, let them see it in an Islamic way, in the best of ways. But don't in any way try to follow them to their place of religion. Don't in any way try to accept their own mode of character in which they are against the rules of Islam. That is just my
Alhamdulillah.
answer.
In fact, even Prince Hafisto has also commented that it is important to bring out the behaviors of the Prophet and people around the Prophet, the way they behave to non-Muslim, and he also let us know that this character has gone very low in our society that we find ourselves today. It's almost lost in our society today. So
in fact, that is one of the biggest problems we are having, as it is one of the biggest problem we are having nowadays, because you can see maybe with the level of provocation in which we all have met ourselves, with everything that surrounds you before you go to your daily activities every morning, you just need to transfer aggressiveness to any other person you can just come across, things like that. We should just remember that we are Muslims and we must always represent Islam to the best of our ability through our characters. Thank you very much.
yes, alhamdulillah. All right, thank you very much, brother Ibrahim. Inshallah, distinguished viewers at home, inshallah, we are still expecting your calls. We don't know. We used to have very regular callers on this line, Brother Abdul Malik and Sister Badra and some other brothers from Ilori, and we also have brothers from Abuja who calls us on the show. Inshallah, we'll be expecting your call today. We are here, and if we look at the time, we see that it's almost time to round up the program. So inshallah, even if it is one caller, inshallah, we'll be expecting your calls. The phone number to call is on your screen, and inshallah, for the purposes of record, I will still call it again: 0705 788 0246. 0705 788 0246. Inshallah, do feel free to call. Inshallah, also to our viewers on Instagram, feel free to ask questions using the comment section. Inshallah, your questions are going to be answered. Inshallah, because of Allah. And so we have our first caller on the show. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Now, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Abdulaziz. I'm calling from Lagos.
Oh, brother Abdulaziz, we are calling from Lagos. You are welcome to the show.
Now,
Brother Abdulaziz, have you been following this show today?
yeah.
Alright. Inshallah, just tell me what was the topic of discussion on the show today?
You've been talking about good character.
Good character. I'll give you that. I'll give you that question. Inshallah. Are you ready for a second question, Brother Abdulaziz?
Now,
Alright. What is the meaning? Okay. What is the language of the Quran? What is the language of the Quran? That's a question.
that should be Arabic.
Arabic. Alright, that's correct.
Yes.
Alright, your last
Did I get
question.
it?
Yes, you got it. Your last question is how long?
Okay.
How long did it take to complete the revelation of the Holy Quran?
Now, come again with the question.
How long did it take?
How long?
Did it take to complete the revelation of the Holy Quran?
That's 3 years. Should be 23 years, I think. Is it
23.
compilation or the revelation?
The revelation. Congratulations, brother.
It's 23 years.
Brother
It's
Abdul
23
Fattah,
years.
Brother Abdul Fattah, you are a winner on the show because you've been able to answer
Thank you, Sir Abdulaziz.
the theory of our question. Brother Abdulaziz, okay. Inshallah, alhamdulillah, it's good to have you. Thank you very much. You know what to do after the show.
I also have a question.
Alright, please proceed.
Yeah, someone called on the show yesterday. I want to believe he's a non-believer, and he
Okay.
asked that can he fast during the month of Ramadan?
Oh.
Like he's a Christian, he's not a believer. That can he fast during the month of Ramadan? So I think there was no much light on it yesterday. So
Inshallah.
I said I wanted to call yesterday, but I couldn't. The line was busy. So I said I'll ask.
Thank you.
Get in touch with you guys today.
Thank you very much. Inshallah, we are going to address the question. Inshallah. Thank you very much. Brother Abdul Fattah. Now, Sheikh Ibrahim, alhamdulillah, you're on our show today. Yesterday, one of our callers called and asked if you could fast. His name was Lucky.
08
Was Lucky,
Zero.
and he asked if he could fast in the month of Ramadan. So, okay, inshallah. So, we'd like you to. I was not on the show yesterday, it was my co host who was on the show. So,
I should
inshallah.
just briefly answer that
Zero.
question. Firstly,
Zero.
Ramadan.
0
Let's take this call first, brother.
Okay.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Why don't
What's your name and where are you calling from, brother?
I'm Roshi from University of Ilorin.
Brother Abdul Rashid from the University of Ilorin. How are you?
Now, I'm fine.
Inshallah. Are you ready for a question?
Yes.
Alright, the verse of the Quran, وَهَذَا الْبَلَدِ الْعَمِينَ in Surah Tin is referring to which city?
Now,
Did you get the question? وَهَذَا الْبَلَدِ الْعَمِينَ is referring to which city? In which city is that verse referring to? I'll give you the options. A, the city of Mecca. B, the city of Medina. C, the city of Jerusalem. And D, all of the above.
Peter of Makkah.
The city of Mecca.
City of Mecca.
That is correct, brother
Yeah.
Abdul Rashid. Inshallah, are you ready for your second question?
Yeah.
Yes, which prophet of Allah was raised by Allah and he will return before the end of this world? Which prophet of Allah was promised to return before the end of this world? Which prophet?
Prophet Isa.
Prophet Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. You are very, very correct, brother Abdul Rashid. Are you ready for your last question?
No.
What does hijrah symbolize in Islam? What does hijrah?
Hijrah.
Yes.
It means that the migration of the prophet from Makkah to Medina.
Alhamdulillah, brother Abdul Rashid, you have answered our question and you're a winner, inshallah. We do send us a text message after the show with your name and indicating you're a winner on the show. Thank you very much, brother Abdul Rashid. So, like we were saying, brother Ibrahim, so what is your reaction to that question?
Yeah, on that question, Ramadan, we have the rules that are guiding the fasting of the holy month. So one of the first rules for you to have attained to attain the qualification of fasting in the holy month is being a Muslim. Is being a Muslim. Somebody who is not a Muslim, who doesn't even know what Islam is all about, somebody who don't even believe in what you believe in, so somebody who don't even share the same ideology with you about your religion, how can just such person just say, okay, I feel like fasting the holy month with you? So whereby my straight answer is just that it is meant for the Muslims.
Yes.
For a non-Muslim to have observed Ramadan, it is more or less like an exercise in fertility. Thank you very much.
Alright, Salaam alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Omar Abake from Lagos.
Oh, okay, my good sister, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Do you have a question or you want to answer our question?
Yes, please.
You want to answer our question or you have a question for us?
No, I want to answer your question.
Alright, your first question here says, what is jihad? What does jihad means?
What is jihad?
Yes.
Jihad means striving in the cause of Allah.
Allahu Akbar. Yes, that's correct, Sister Labake. Sister Labake, where are you calling us from?
Lagos, Egbeda.
Okay. Alright. Your second question, are you ready?
Yes, please.
What is the etiquette of sneezing in Islam? Sneezing. What is the etiquette of sneezing in Islam?
Etiquette.
Yes, of sneezing. When a Muslim...
Sneezing.
Yes, when a Muslim...
Sneezing.
Yes.
Okay, the person that says Alhamdulillah,
Yes.
while the person present says Ya Mokallah,
Yes.
and then the person that sneezes says Ya Bikumullah.
Alhamdulillah. That's very, very correct. Are you ready for the last question?
Yes, I am.
Yes. What does the Arabic word al-Iman, what does it mean? Iman, what does it mean?
Arabic or English?
In what does Arabic
For Iman.
Yes, Iman.
Faith.
What's the meaning?
Faith.
Faith. That's correct. That's correct. Alhamdulillah. Congratulations, Sister Omar Labake.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. So, brother Ibrahim, thank you very much for being with us on the show. Inshallah, while we're still expecting more calls, we'll take this break. Inshallah.
That's what it is.
8,
Yes,
5, 7.
yes, studio live, please. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
I didn't answer.
Okay, inshallah. Do call us back, inshallah.
ويفرشها ورود
رمضان ده حياتي حلى أوقات رمضان ده حياتي
Okay.
Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah. Distinguished viewers at home, thank you very much for being with us and staying with us on the show today. Inshallah, we want to take this time out to appreciate our sponsors, Funshi Footwear, Mila Stitches, Sisters Lounge, and so many others who has contributed meaningfully to the development of this program. So inshallah, we really appreciate you and we thank you for being a part of the show. Assalamu alaikum. Our last caller, wa alaikum assalam. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Abdul from the University of Ilorin.
Brother Abdul Razak from the University of Ilorin.
Now,
All right. Are you ready for your question?
now,
Okay. What is the simple meaning of hadith? What does a hadith mean? What does hadith mean?
Hadith means the saying of the prophet.
The saying
The saying
of
of the prophet.
the saying of the prophet. All right. Also, what
Yeah.
is the meaning of at-tahnik? At-tahnik.
It means praising of Allah.
Not tahmid. At-tahnik. It's a culture. It's a culture of the prophet. At-tahnik. What does it mean?
Now, can you please come again?
At-tahnik. At-tahnik.
I don't think it's there.
Okay.
At-Tahmid.
Okay, don't worry. Let me ask you another question, brother Abdul Razak.
Now,
Okay. When do you say Bismillah Allahumma iftah li abwab rahmatik?
now, every prophet,
When do you say the dua Bismillah Allahumma iftah li abwab rahmatik?
Allahumma iftah abwaab rahmatik.
When do you say it? When do you say it?
When want to enter the masjid, when entering the masjid.
When entering the masjid. That is very, very correct. The last question I have for you, what are the three branches of Tawheed?
What are the
The three branches of Tawheed.
Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah,
Yes,
Tawheed al-Rububiyyah,
yes.
and Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Congratulations, brother. You are a winner on the show. Thank you for calling and thank you for being our last caller. Inshallah, make sure you always join us on the show. So, Alhamdulillah. Distinguished brothers and sisters at home, thank you very much for being a part of today's edition. We really appreciate you, and also we want to say a big shout out to our sponsors and brothers and sisters who have been training our program for us online. Don't forget to follow my own personal Instagram handle at Bashdilad, BASHDLADD, and also our wonderful host who was unavoidably absent today, Tranquil_pen, of course, whom you are currently following and you are viewing this live video from her handle. Jazakumullah khairan. And to our guest, brother Ibrahim Oladmeji, we really appreciate you. It was indeed a very nice time out with you.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you. And jointly and severally, we say Assalamu alaikum
Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah.